DogWorks Radio is sponsored by Alaska Dogworks. Check out their website at alaskadogworks.com. You are listening to The Daily Dog with your host, Michele Forto. The Daily Dog offers training advice, tips and tricks, and maybe even a book or movie review, too.
Hello and welcome to DogWorks Radio. This is Michele and I am the lead trainer of Alaska Dogworks, where we train service, therapy, obedience, and more. Have you heard about the new Adventure Dog Club? I'm sure you have because you're an avid listener. This program is launching in just a few days and will incorporate fun things you do with your dog in a way that will enhance your experience. There are cool patches to earn as you go on adventures with your dog. Hiking, biking, boating, mushing, canine first aid, CPR, and much more. In fact, I just wrote up one for one of our specialty patches called Northern Lights. I hope you guys check that out. Are you ready for today's show? Today's show is going to be pretty important. We are talking about keeping your dog safe during fireworks. Here in Alaska, you'd be surprised. We actually have people that celebrate with fireworks year-round. Even though in the dead of summer, we have pretty much 24 hours of sunlight, which makes it difficult to see those fireworks. Some dogs have no problem with the sight and sound of fireworks if they've been desensitized. Hunting dogs, for example, grow used to the sounds and smells of hunting rifles and gunpowder. Most dogs, however, are not used to these things, so the 4th of July can be a particularly stressful holiday for dogs and their humans alike. More pets run away on the 4th of July than any other day, so you should take extra steps to ensure their safety. Keep a keen eye on your dog during the commotion and make sure your pet is wearing proper identification. It is natural for dogs to be afraid of loud noises. The sounds trigger their nervous systems, and they can become anxious or afraid. Running away from the noise is a survival instinct. Remember, to your dog, the experience of fireworks is different than other natural loud noises, like thunder. Fireworks are closer to the ground, more vibrant, and are accompanied by sudden booms, flashes, and burning smells. Dogs experience the world through their senses: nose, eyes, ears. The typical 4th of July celebration can be overwhelming to them. Here are some tips to help keep your dog calm, making for an easier holiday for both of you. Preparation. Arrange to have your dog in a place where there won't be loud fireworks displays. A friend's or relative's home or a doggy daycare with which your dog is familiar. If it's an unfamiliar place for your dog, take him over there a few times in the days before the holiday so that it won't be a surprise when you take him there on the 4th. Accommodation. If you cannot take your dog to a place away from fireworks, then have a travel kennel at home for her to feel safe in. If you're not going to be home, have a friend or sitter there to keep your dog company and take her out to relieve herself every 4 hours. Acclimation. The best way to prepare your dog for fireworks is to make sure he's comfortable with the sound in advance. While this is a simple process, it can take time. Possibly 3 or 4 months of playing the recorded sound of fireworks for your dog at an increasingly louder volume before he eats, before a walk, and before affection and play. This will condition him by association to hear the sound and interpret it as something good. While you can try this method only over a week or two, in such a short time span, it should only be used in conjunction with one or more of the other tips. In any case, play the fireworks sounds. Sedation. If you find it necessary to use medication or a thunder shirt to calm your dog during the fireworks, remember that you must introduce any such tool at the right time, conditioning your dog to understand that the medication or thunder shirt is there to bring them to a calm state. This means that you must bring your dog to that calm state first, then introduce the tool, before the fireworks and the anxiety begin. If she is already at an anxiety level of 8 or 9, then her mental state will overrule the medication. If she is already breathing heavily, then the Thunder Shirt, which is designed to slow her breathing, won't work. A tool is an intellectual thing we use with a dog's instincts. The challenge is knowing how and when to connect the two. Communication. If you are going to be with your dog during the fireworks, sending the calming message that they are nothing to worry about will also help him to relax. Remember though, while humans communicate with words, dogs communicate with energy and will look to their pack leader for clues on how they should behave. If you're not making a big deal or showing excitement about the fireworks, then he will learn to be less concerned as well. In all cases above, expend your dog's excess energy first before the fireworks start by taking her on a very long walk to tire her out and put her in a calm state. Most importantly, don't think of this in terms of your dog as your child who is missing out on a great fun time. That's human guilt. Your dog won't know what she's missing. You're being a good pack leader by not exposing her to a situation that will trigger her flight instinct in a negative way. When the booms and bangs of Independence Day are over, your dog will be grateful to you for having made it a less stressful experience. Thanks for listening to today's show. To hear more tips and tricks, subscribe to the show and visit us on social media.
From DogWorks Radio, this is The Daily Dog. We hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we invite you to subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll find a link on the episode notes. You can tap or swipe on the episode cover art, and you'll see some offers from our sponsors. You can support our show by supporting them. If you like what you have heard, we would love it if you could give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe too. Your host is Michele Forto. Our producer is Robert Forto. Created for DogWorks Radio. Did you know that Alaska DogWorks trains service dogs for those in need throughout North America? Each and every service dog that is trained through the Lead Dog Service Dog Program and Michele Forto and her team has an individual training plan. We train for autistic, mobility, psychiatric, and PTSD for our soldiers for service work. If you know of someone that may need a service dog, please take a moment and check out Alaska DogWorks on social media and at alaskadogworks.com.